Like now, brother, I was thinking, because I've seen it be a great man. Let us initiate a given factory in the area that can observe quite a number of people who are jobless, so that they can have something to eat.
You know what my intention initially was after I left last year?
Yes.
To bring the people
to get a piece of land
Yes.
from the government
Yes.
and build one square building
Yes.
and have that building divided where kids can come home and come home from school, get help with their homework. And I would call it a place, just like a place I knew in Trenchtown called.
Okay.
And that place called Play Center.
You know what, brother?
But what happened is people tend to let you deviate from your objectives.
Yeah, human beings are like that. Human beings. But let us not stop moving to the next level. Once we have our vision, not all people can have the same vision.
Yes, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
If you have that vision, I'm able to donate land, me as a person, so that we can have that kind of a project. Not all people can have the vision you have, brother.
Yeah, well, we'll sit down and we'll talk, because I don't need any land for me, because to live in Kenya would be too far from my whole entire family. You understand? So I have no intentions of buying land or living in things. My intentions are to see if I could improve the lives of anyone who is less fortunate than I am.
Thank you, my brother.
That's all.
Let me have some discussion with my people. We can donate land for that kind of development in the area, brother.
So, hello, my family. It is another fantastic day. Yeah, as the title suggests, you can see down there. It is scam alert, scam alert. Big picture, the big picture of everything that is happening. So, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It will depend on the time you are going to watch this video, my family. And let me hope you're doing great. And thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I don't take it for granted. You are special people for me. And may God continue blessing you and fill your cups. May you never lack. Yeah, so on our table today, as you can see from the introduction, you can see there is congrats dad. Yeah, congrats dad, condad. Yeah, Mr. Sesi. Yeah, Mr. Sesi. We have Passy. Passy is that widow who Mauro said that he has bought the bicycle for the kids. Yeah, so we also have Uncle Mo, we also have the Virginia, and also we have Ayamarwa, because he's the one who is doing all these things to happen in this village. This drama that you see, yeah, even that drama that you're seeing from the introduction, that is making me to laugh. Actually, it is making me to laugh and laugh and laugh. Yeah, so welcome and welcome. Let's continue sharing. Yeah, it is a fantastic video. Yeah, so like the video, actually like the video, comment, share if possible. Yeah, and let me know what you think about it. So my family, without much ado, let me start by analyzing what the introduction part is. And I'll be repeating this video so that those who maybe never understood, they will understand at the middle of the video. So, Mr. Sesi is in the village, and Mr. Sesi is a Jamaican living in US with the family. Mr. Sesi was in this village last year. He was in this village last year. So he has decided to come and pay a visit to Ayamarwa's family, because he believes they are good people. He believes, because Marwa is an international traveler, he believes he's the biggest YouTuber from this village. So, and that is why he decided to land there last year and even this year. So, coming to the village, he had his own agenda. He had his own things in mind that he want to do, because he's an old man, you know, and full of wisdom, someone who sees things from far. Because Mr. Sesi, I can see him is totally different from Jamaican uncle. Mr. Sesi is someone who you cannot, you know, you cannot control. Is someone who will tell you the truth the way it is. You either like it or hate it, but he will tell you the way it is. So, Mr. Sesi has this ambition, coming to the village and at least buying the land, because he knows very well that in this village you cannot own a land. Second, his family is far away in US, so there's no way someone will convince him that buy the land and build. No, Mr. Sesi is above that, you know. He's above that, and he knows, you know, he knows very well. And that is why I'm telling you, he's very intelligent, determined and focused, and he knows what it takes to have a land in this village. It is a very long process. So he came out and said, actually, I want to buy a land from the government and build a very big, you know, square structure, like just a school, where, like, for instance, right now the children are at home. They have closed up the school, so at least they will have this kind of tuition, and maybe Mr. Sesi is going to employ the teachers, you know, because they cannot volunteer to give out these services. So maybe he has got this ambition, you know, got this ambition that he wants to create something that will enable, you know, the vulnerable families, the children who are in school, at least when they close up, you know, instead of them, you know, loitering in the village, watching the videos at the center of Nyabohanse, others joining bad gangs, at least they will be refreshing what their teachers had been teaching them, and also they'll be having many play, you know, he want to invent the many different kind of, you know, I want to say many different kind of maybe plays, you know. Yeah, these, you know, children like playing different games, you know. So he want to at least initiate different kinds of games so that they will be kept very, very fine, and when they left there, they'll be coming, maybe taking shower, eat dinner, and go to sleep. But now, because this thing, Marwa knew about this thing. That Mr. Sesi once is in the village. He will be coming to initiate that program. And that is why you see, Maro told his dad that, you know, don't sleep. You don't have to sleep in class. Be an active participant, you know. You as a dad, we are looking up to you because you are the same age mate of Sesi. So you can convince him, you know. You can convince him from not buying the land from the government and let him pretend that pretend that you want to donate the land, you know. Pretend that you want to donate the land to Mr. Sesi. And I liked what Mr. Sesi told Congress dad, point blank. You know, Congress dad started the statement very right, convincing that, you know, I can see you are a good man. Yeah, I can see you're a good man, and why can't you build a factory, you know, that will employ so many youths from this village? Okay. That thing was nice, huh? I want to say about Congress dad bringing that agenda of the factory. It is right, but now the question is, where is this factory going to be built? In Congress dad family land, on from the land that does not belong to Congress that family? That is the most technical question that people should ask themselves. Yeah, so Congress dad knew about this thing, and Marwa had told Congress dad very well. And that is why he brought that thing, because you cannot bring that thing to someone if you know very well that that person doesn't have that idea in his mind that he want to do that, such a kind of thing. So he wanted to convince him. But you see, Mr. Sesi said, you know, someone might have a good ambition, you know, to do in the village, you know. But other people will want to divert, you know, to divert the intention, the good intention of that person, you know, to start using him to do their own things. You know, he told him, using a lot of wisdom, a lot of integrity, and a lot of humility. You know, only the brave and intelligent people like Maxwell can understand, and my family who are watching this. That, you know, I can volunteer and donate the land. Let me tell you, my family, you know, it is not a joke. Mr. Sesi actually does not need a land for himself from this village. And Mr. Sesi is someone who is so straightforward man. He said very well that, you know, I cannot own a land in this village. First, my family is too far from this village, you know. So I want just to help the kids. I want just to help the family. But he was communicating some sense to Congress dad and to entire family of Ayamarwa that is not a stupid man. He's not a stupid man. He knows what it takes for these children to get the required, you know, the required help, you know, without any intimidation, blackmail, that all this land belongs to us. So we are in control of everything. That is what Mr. Sesi is trying to avoid. Because my family, let us reason together. If Congress dad, okay, giving the land is not a problem, but that asset should not be, that asset that Mr. Sesi want to bring in this village, he doesn't want to be owned by a family, you know. He doesn't want someone to come out and start, you know, intimidations, you know, start like trying to say that, you know, this land is mine, you know, it is only the structure that is not mine. So share 50-50, you know. It is either Mr. Sesi will sign out a contract that we are going to have 50-50 share, or he demolish his things, and from this, you know, Mr. Sesi will have even used millions of millions, multi-million projects, you know. So first let me say, Mr. Sesi, you are a very intelligent man, and I wish you could see this video that I'm doing. Don't, in a humble way, don't, because you are a dad to so many people, and your heart is so good, you know. Your heart is so good. Don't accept the offer of that land donation from Congress dad, because that project will belong to the family of Ayamarwa, but not to help the vulnerable from this village. If you are getting me, get me right. Your thoughts were very good, you know. From the word go, your thoughts were very good, you know. Buying a land, you know, from the government, you know. Yeah, a government can offer a land, you know. A government can offer land where we should not be having that this person is the one controlling it, you know. Should not be having such a thing. Huh? Because people in this village should not be trusted. They will never be trusted. Huh? They will never be trusted. Because what I'm seeing in this village, Ayamaro's family is trying to exercise these use and dump. You know, you use and dump. You use and dump. You know, you just use and dump. They used Jamaican grandma and dumped her. No one talks about her anymore. Even the land, we don't know the land's condition. We don't even know what is taking place in that land. They have just kept quiet. That is one. They have used and dumped. Second, they have used Aaron Dante. As they want to convince Aaron Dante, the same way Congrats dad is convincing, you know, convincing Mr. Sesi, you know. so that he can donate the land, so that the land, yes, is Congress dad's property, but the project that is going to happen there, the family of Ayamaru is going to have the total control of everything that will be going there, whether money, whether what, everything, because that is what they want. They used Aaron Dante. Right now, that land, who is owning that land is Dimwango and Congress dad. Congress dad is the one planting sugarcane there. And I know in his mind, he wanted to convince Mr. Sesi to start a sugarcane factory. Yeah, sugarcane factory, because he's one of the farmers who is doing factory farming of sugars in our village here. So that was in his mind, that how can I convince, Mr. Sesi to start that factory for me, that big factory for, for sugarcane. Because I showed you on my previous videos that you can see this small factory of Congress dad making the sugars, those tons of sugar that are used to make these local liquors, that these people are now drinking and selling the land in a very cheap price, and leaving innocent children in hardships, in hardship, because no one can advise them, and they have found this thing to be very nice, that if you want to buy a land, buy from a drunkard person, because he will give you that land just like free. So Aaron Dante is one of the people, is one of the victims that has been used and dumped. Right now, who owns the land? Congress dad, Demwango. Michel Ponte, Maro used Michel Ponte, to teach him the master class and everything, about editing, the music he uses and everything. After there, he used him and dumped him, Jamaican uncle came in this village, He poured a lot of gifts. No problem. He poured a lot of dollars. No problem. Maro used him to make to bring the solars to down there. Multi-million dollars, multi-million solars, Right now, they are not seeing even that he has got anything to offer. They are deleting him. They are deleting him slowly by slowly. Now they have seen, who is the next in the line? Mr. Sesi. And now they want to call Mr. Sesi. Yeah, they want to scam Mr. Sesi now. Who does that? And I'm very glad that Mr. Sesi told Congress that point blank that, someone might be having a good intention to do in the village, but others will come to divide, trying to divert the intentions, the good intention from this person, thinking that he's a stupid person. But he's seeing so many things that is happening. And he has learned a lot. Experience is the best teacher. If Mr. Sesi, I don't know, Mr. Sesi, no one has told him not to take the land from Ayamaru's family to build that school, because that is like a school that he want to build. He knew that Congress dad, they have got many lands. He would have even told Ayamaru, give one land. David Jr., give one land. Dimwango, give one land. On. Congress dad, give one land. But he never wanted that, because he knows the repercussion that is going to occur later. Because he'll be doing this thing from his heart, but the victims that he want to help won't receive that help the way he wants it. We know them. These are the kind of people whom they help today. Tomorrow they'll be coming singing national anthem. Like, I don't know if I can continue helping these people, because you can see they talk about me. Even the president of Kenya is being talked, my brother. Marwa. Even the president of Kenya, everyone. And let me tell you, even me, I'm being talked about. I'm being talked about because if you find people talking about you, first, they might be correcting you. Second, they are saying that if you correct those mistakes, you can be a good person in future. So don't fear like you are being talked, you know. Don't stood so low. So Mr. Sesi, my polite message, you know. Congress Dad and Marwa they know the tactics they want to use so that they can milk you. They can milk all your properties. They can milk all your millions in their pockets so that you can spend all the millions investing on their land. That is the truth thing. And hate me, love me, I usually speak the truth and I go. I know many people they don't like intelligent people. They don't like truthful people. They dislike truthful people. They go for the liars, they go for the fake people and try like, oh, now this is the right thing, And I'm telling you the fact, hate me, love me. If you see Maru is doing the right thing, if you see Congress Dad is doing the right thing, I don't want, but me has spoken my mind. And this one is going to pass. It is going to pass. I'm telling you for matter of fact, it is going to pass. That if Mr. Sesi does not stand with his stand and say no, if I cannot buy the land from the government to build this structure, because I don't want anyone to say that is in control of that property. I want equality. Then just know that even if you spend 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million on that property, you'll just be benefiting one family. You'll just be benefiting Ayamara's family. So me, I'll urge you, if you see that Congress Dad is going to donate for you the land to start that project, you better just give them those millions. Let them enjoy those millions. But let them not fake stories here that, you know, we want to employ people, we want to employ the youths, we want to do what? No. Your stand was a right one. Sometimes I wonder, for how long will this game go on? You know, for how long will this game go on? These people should be grateful. Mr. Sesi came out, you know. Even though he had told Marwa that I'm going to at least to put that private part that you are using to your villa in a good condition, because you cannot do it. You cannot do it. It is very painful for you to remove even 10 shillings from your pocket to do something that is beneficial to your own. So I'm going to do that thing for you. I'm going to, you know, to construct that road that is going to your villa. That private part is not a public part. It's not a public road that many people are using. No, that is just a family road, a private part. And Mr. Sesi has looked and said, if these people cannot even do the private part, you know, that is going to their place, how am I going to say that give me land so that I can build a big structure for the children from this village so that they will build? Congress Dad was there. Yeah, you know, you're a good man. So I'm going to talk to my people so that they're gonna donate the land, you know, because we don't want to interfere with that project. Amen. Let me pray this receipt one more so that let me play this.
Like now, brother, I was thinking, because I've seen it with a great man. Let us initiate a given factory in the area that can observe a quite a number of people who are jobless, so that they can have something to eat.
You know what my intention initially was after I left last year?
Yes.
To bring the people
to get a piece of land.
Yes.
From the government.
Yes.
And build one square building.
Yes.
and have that building divided where kids can come home and get their come home from school, get help with their homework. And I would call it a place just like a place I knew in Trenchtown called.
Okay.
And that place called Play Center.
You know what, brother?
But what happened is people tend to let you deviate from your objectives.
Yeah, human beings are like that. Human beings. But let us not stop moving to the next level. Once we have our vision, not all people can have the same vision.
Yes, but we'll see what happens. See what happens.
If you have that vision, I'm able to donate land, me as a person, so that we can have that kind of a project. Not all people can have the vision you have, brother.
Yeah, well, we'll sit down and we'll talk because I don't need any land for me because to live in Kenya would be too far from my whole entire family. You understand? So I have no intentions of buying land or living in things. My intentions are to see if I could improve the lives of anyone who is less fortunate than I am.
Thank you, my brother.
That's all.
Let me have some discussion with my people. We can donate land for that kind of development in the area, brother.
Yeah. That can employ quite a number of people who are jobless. And Marwa down there, he was employing people, not even paying them even a shilling. People doing labor, heavy labor, but no payment, total payment. So what is Congress that talking about? Okay, you can see Mr. Sesi has told Congress that we shall sit down and discuss. So what I want to say is that property, that development that is going to come to this village, it is for Congress and their family, and for their own gain. Not for the village. Just like Mr. Sesi is saying that I want to at least to uplift, people who are living very low, at least to get light. He has got a good ambition. He has got good from his heart, but they're trying to divert, the good intention from him. It is a very big shame. It is a very big shame. Greedy, selfishness, and it's not a good thing. Actually, it is not a good thing, and it is unacceptable. Yeah. So, let us come to Passy, Uncle Mo, David Jr. So now, there's a clip that I want to play for you. Because when I'll be talking about it, at least you will understand what I'm trying to say. I want you to understand what I want to say, and it will be a very nice thing so that you understand. Because I usually sit down first, analyze what I want to analyze, then I usually come out with a video that at least will waken up so many people's eyes and see that this is the truth. And here we are being fooled. So watch this clip as we proceed.
They want your land. They want your land. Hey, which land? Land is for my kids. Actually, land is for my kids. You see, I have 3 boys and one girl, and we will going to live here. Me and my kids. We don't have another land, and the land is that land that you see only.
Right away from here to the other end where I'm taking you to. This is my daughter Dee's plot.
This is this plot.
Yeah.
The one you bought for like the other time. This is like 1 acre, 2 acres. So
it is 1.2.
1.2 1.2 acres.
So if they want my land, my husband is a drunk, so they use my husband to tell my husband to sell the land because he's a drunk man, a drunkard. So they decide, and my father, so they decide to do what? To sell the land. But me, I'm a woman. How I can't be sell the land.
The other one I gave Dimwango at the market.
At the market.
Yeah. Mara I gave it the other side.
The other side.
Where he has constructed.
People, they are firing me without the... No, and people, they don't know what is making me to... to be getting
to get angry.
yeah, to get angry. You know, people like Uncle Mo, David Jr. They don't know what make me to get angry. So we decide to be want even to be fight.
In fact, that okay, you can see the maize.
The
That's my
maize.
blood.
That's a good maize.
Yeah.
That one there.
Yes.
Oh.
That is my blood.
Hey.
Up to home. That's my blood. You see, the one that, the one who put it, the other one now Jamaica is occupying,
Yes.
is a friend of mine.
Wow.
I'm the one who told him that there's a piece of land here on sale.
They're saying what?
You know, now even in morning I went down there. They are making the enchera. How they call it? A road. And now Mr. Sesi, they is sitting there like now a boss who wanted to be make that road is the one who paying that people. You know that people they want to dig until to my shamba. I want to stop them. No, stop this.
Digging.
Don't dig it until to my shamba.
Okay.
I want to stop them. No, don't dig it until to my shamba. No.
Even my last born, David Jr.,
Yes.
he has also bought some pieces of land here. He has 2 pieces of land at the other side, next to those trees.
Yes.
Where we are now living, the other side, I wish we had time I could take you there. He has almost 1.5 acres.
I give this road a big road and you wanted to add now a road again. How do you want to make me, guys?
So you need to fence that.
And you are quarreling with me. Davy and who? Davy and Uncle Mo, they're quarreling with me.
This is my $1 million box. This one, the box. Wow. And there we have the diamond tester. What an amazing day to be alive. To witness if we are becoming millionaires or we need to keep working hard. Keep working hard, Marwa, or becoming millionaire quickly. So, and this, it actually lights, mom, when I put to this other one. You see?
Family, out of that video that I have, that receipt that I have put there, as intelligent people, what can you analyze out of it? What can you analyze out of it? First, you can see Passy is very, very angry. She's very, very angry. You know, like there are some boys that want to. These 2 boys, David Jr. and Komo, they are trying to convince her so much. They are trying to convince her so much to sell them the land. To sell them the land, imagine a widow who is having 3 boys. A widow that Maro has been making a lot of donation through her. You know? Even the birthday, Maro wanted to skip the birthday for the children and money had been sent. If it was not the follow-up of the subscriber to follow up, even maybe Maro could have not done that birthday. It is a very big shame. So now, Passy is saying that, you know, she's getting so angry with David Jr. and Ankomo because they're pushing her so much on the wall, each and every day, telling her that sell for us this land. Just because maybe they are receiving donations, much donations, and now they want to take the entire village land, even for the widows. Now, a question that I want to ask, where will these kids, when they grow up, where do these people want these kids to go? They are very innocent right now. They are very innocent. And you can see Passy, she's saying very well that, you know, my husband was a drunkard person. My dad, father-in-law, was a drunkard person. So this family convinced my husband and my father-in-law and sold the land in a very cheap price. In a very cheap price. And now they are on my neck, trying to convince me, trying to take my land. And I've said no and no and no and no. And I want to say, Passy, stand with that stand. Keep on standing with that stand, because you have 3 sons that your late husband left for you, left behind. So if they convince you, these drama boys, these selfish boys, David Jr. and Uncle Mo, to sell that land, if your children grow up, where will they go? That's number one question. And it is good you have realized it. And it is good you have disclosed this information to so many people. Let people not take advantage just because they have money to humiliate, to grab everything that even the poor have. And for the subscribers who maybe are trying to push these people to buy all the lands from this village, let me tell you, it will reach a time where it will be war. It will be war and war and war and war. And these kids will grow up, they will demand that land. And in our village here, there's nothing that, kills people. There's nothing that makes brothers to delete each other completely, like the land. Even when someone, the boundary, squeezing the boundary, it can bring a lot of mayhems. So it is good, Passy, you have understood it. And you can see Congress dad. You can see Congress dad showing one of the ladies, one of the ladies in the village that you see, this Dimwango's land is 1.2 hectares. And that land, as I've told you, it was for Aaron Dante and Dimwango. They wanted to bring an initiative of bringing a biogas, I don't know, biogas factory, I don't know what and what and what. But right now, have you heard Congress dad mentioning about Aaron Dante on that land? They used him. They used him and acquired the land. Aaron Dante donated a lot of money. And right now that land belongs to Dimwango. For how long? I'm asking, for how long will these fooling people continue? Because you can hear Congress dad saying, this land is for Dimwango. David Jr. has got 3 plots of lands. Dimwango again have got another one at the center of Nyabohanse. Ayamaro has got this and this and this and this. That land that you see has got green maize, it is mine. And they are continuing even buying the lands from the poor, and even the children are still living in that land. Let people have conscience. Let people have conscience. We live once on this earth, and even, let me ask a very simple question. We've seen rich and rich people. We have seen even our presidents, rich and rich, prominent people. They die, they leave all the things that are on this land. The grave of the poor and the grave of the rich are the same size. You cannot be buried with all those wealth that you want to acquire. You want to acquire, leaving people in tears. Let us have conscience, Let us have conscience. And these boys, David Jr. and Uncle Mo, you are still young boys. Stop convincing this widow to sell his land. It is a very big shame. Shame on you. Look at you. You have no shame. Why you forcing why don't you leave that lady to have her own peace? Why are you taking advantage because subscribers are sending you money? Now you see, you want to use that money to bring tears to vulnerable family in this village. Just that they're taking this liquor that is spoiling their brains. They cannot think properly. How about the children that they're leaving behind? How about the mothers? Let's have conscience. Congress that has acquired a lot, has acquired many lands here. Buying them with, small amount. And even Passy has confirmed that. They convinced my dad, they convinced my husband because they were drunkards. They sold the land in a very cheap price. And you can see even Passy, she was there while that private part was being done. She said, no, don't extend Don't extend the bulldozer that is digging this land, this road. You know, don't eat my land. Kindly don't. She was there. And that is how, you know, me usually say, ladies, our moms, they are pillars. They are pillars. And I'm saying this, they are pillars. For sure they are pillars. You know? Our moms take care of the children. They work hard. They sacrifice. They sacrifice a lot to make sure that their family is living good. The children, they're going to school. No one is like a mom. No one is like a mom. We should respect our wives. We should respect our moms. Let us give them the dignity, respect they deserve. Because you can see even this lady, she was saying no. That one happened in the past, you know. So the question that I want to ask, what do these people achieve by acquiring all that belongs to the poor from this village? Just because, you know, let me ask, that time that they were living so poorly, back years when they were living at Nyabuhanse there, at Nyabuhanse Center there, and Maro was crying there, Dimwango was crying there, David Jr. was crying, taking care of the donkeys, grazing the donkeys, Ayamaro grazing the goats here and there. I thought they could have conscience. They could flash back and say, what if the rich bought our land? Where could we go? What if the rich came and bought the land that we used to live at the center of Nyabuhanse? Where could we go? Then why are you buying the land? And even I saw the land that Congress, Ayamaro, you know, fooled Jamaican uncle that is donating to him, having a madhouse. Why do you think those children have gone? Why do you think? Buying properties, buying the homes of people, is a very big shame. It's a very big shame. You have acquired already more than even you can handle. Acres of lands, acres of lands, acres of lands, here and there, here and there. You want to take even the widow's land? It's a very big shame. David Jr., Uncle Mo, go back to your senses. Person like Uncle Mo was just there crying, you know, crying. Even that family abandoned him. Michel Ponte came, took him from the, I don't know, he even took him from, they have dumped him in a very deep, you know, well, where he cannot even come out. But Michel Ponte came out, pulled him out, created a channel for him. And right now, is the one now, you know, ganging up. Sometimes it is good to think and do the rightful thing. And when I say these things, people do come here and say, oh, Max One, what? Continue saying. But me, I'll always say what I see is not good. A humble message to the family of Ayamaro. Please. We know you might be having a lot of money. But if you want to buy land, at least buy from the rich. Don't take the land that belongs to the poor. Jamaican uncle, you should have sense. You are an intelligent person. Why are you clapping, you know? Why are you clapping instead of you reasoning like Mr. Sesi to bring something that can, you know, help the vulnerable? Because Mr. Sesi has realized that we have vulnerable people in this village. And that is why we want to come out with a good initiative project that won't be controlled by Ayamaro's family, but something that will at least help the poor. But Jamaican uncle, you are there being fooled. Your land, your family is in US. Reason as Mr. Sesi. Reason together. Your family is in US. You are convincing people that you are owning a land here. running here, putting some timbers around, you know, some poles around the land, putting the barbed wire, showing what? Don't be used. So my family, thank you very much for watching. I want to say, I think we've shared. Anyone who has got a problem, swallow it, hate it, vomit it. But for my family, I know you are very intelligent and usually see what I see. It is high time we say no to this. This kind of ruling in this village is very bad. Even if people want to become rich, let them become rich in a good way. Let people celebrate their victory. Not other people, you know, innocent children crying, shedding tears, our land, our land. You know, we used to live here, but we don't know what happened. You know, very bad. So thank you very much. Let's see each other in the next. Like the video. Love you so much.